TOGL Technology Sdn Bhd, founded in 2017, is a dynamic and innovative technology company committed to advancing user experiences and industrial intelligence with a vision to become one of Asia's top 100 big data technology companies in 2030. TOGL strives to bridge the gap between West Asia, Southeast Asia, and East Asia, empowering small and medium-sized enterprises or SMEs and through digital transformation. And for over 6 years, TOGL Technology has built a strong reputation in the industry, recognized by both its peers and strategic partners like Hoi Cloud. The success of TOGL is driven by a dedicated research and development technical team and a robust management framework, enabling us to deliver cutting-edge solutions and exceptional services. To discuss today's compelling topic, TOGL Technology Sdn Bhd's strategy towards the top big data technology company in Asia, we are joined in the studio with Mr. Roy Lim, Chief Executive Officer of TGH, and the Mr. Terry, Business Development of TOGL Technology. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining Market Review for today.
Yep.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for your time. So I would like to ask a question to Mr. Roy first. Welcome to Indonesia, first and foremost, and of course to you, Terry. Welcome to IDX Channel. First of all, can you explain about TOGL Technology Sdn Bhd? When was the company founded, and what business sector does it operate in?
Okay, thank you. It's our pleasure to be here in Indonesia. TOGL Technology actually is a Malaysia technology company focused on building digital platform and AI power platform. Okay, to manage the data and analytic. Okay, and also we are now developed in fintech ecosystem. Yeah.
So that's the sector that the TOGL Technology concentrated on. So interesting, talking about the development of information technology, both in the world and Asia, how do you see that? It seems like it's a very robust industry that's been growing so far in the world, to be exact. So what do you see that? How do you see that? The growth of the or the development of information technology, both in the world and Asia.
Of course, now we are currently witnessing one of the most transformative period in technology history. The first wave was the internet, and the second wave will be the mobile. Okay, so today we are entering the AI and data, or we can say big data economy era. Okay, so Asia actually are particular exciting because of the young population and high smartphone penetration. Okay. And of course, the digital adoption for the digital transformation is very high in the market. Okay, such like Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and also Philippines. Okay, I believe that Southeast Asia will be the one of the fastest growing digital economies over the next decade.
Okay, so the market is there, the market is really huge. The existence or the emergence of TOGL technology will give a lot of solutions to the market. So I'd like to ask the same question to Terry. So how do you see the current development of technology industry in Indonesia or in Asia or in the world? How do you see that as a very interesting thing to talk about?
For my point of view, I think people always think technologies is far from them, or this is something that jargons to people, right? But actually it is already near to everyone, like what Mr. Roy have shared earlier. So the thing is, you're handling all the smartphone. So from the smartphone itself, how can we go further through that? That's the reason why TOGL here today, we are building accordingly to the trend. Example, everyone using the phone. So we're collecting the data through theirs, we're providing service through theirs. And through that data that we collected, we want to provide the better experience through the AI learning, and we can blast or we can learn the human behavior that, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
So that's why technology is actually already in all our daily life. So TOGLs have the point of view that we want to serve a better experience through the service that we are providing.
Is it different, the development between Asia and the global part of the world?
I always believe that the world developments are related to the whole globe. It's not only for certain regions.
Yeah.
So when a local developers like us, we in Malaysia itself or even the Indonesia, we want to do it localized. So through the developments of the we so-called world developments, how we localize with part by part and relate it back to the users. That is more important as a local developers to develop up to the market.
To make the technology more relatable and giving the customized solutions for the people in every regions. That's why it needs to be customized.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Roy, talking about the TOGL Technology's competitive advantage compared to other big data companies that are already established in Asian region. So what are those? I believe that you have a lot of it. Yep. What are those? What are these?
Actually, many companies is collecting data, but few companies that not many companies really own the consumer journey to complete the consumer journey. So our advantage is actually we operate across the multiple touch point, such as consumer reward system, digital platform, and also the merchant CRM. Okay, this is what we develop, and also we are developing the mini program ecosystem as well. Okay, and also the what we call that the consumer engagement platform. Okay, so this is the difference between us and other competitors.
Okay, it is getting interesting, but right now we're going to have a break. Dan tetap bersama kami akan segera kembali usai jeda berikut, tetap di Market Review. Welcome back to Market Review, and we'll still talking about TOGL Technology's Sdn Bhd strategy towards the top big data technology company in Asia. And still with me, Mr. Roy Lim, Chief Executive Officer of TGH, and Mr. Terry Sui, Business Development of TOGL Technology. So I would like to ask the same question that I already asked to Mr. Roy before the break about the TOGL Technology's competitive advantage compared to other big data. What are services that had been not provided by other company that right now being provided by you? What are the
No, I should say in other words that you're not necessary to be the only one in the market, but you have to be the best in the market. We may put examples that what TOGL have been done. We have a product named Rewards Link that we have successfully launched in Malaysia, collaborates with an e-wallet partner named RedPay. So that is a main product that we provide relate back to the users. I believe everyone have been knowing, even though before we born, loyalty program is always in the market, right? So these products already have been elaborated by us with further steps. So users are able to spend through the reward system that we link together with the e-wallet partner, and they can offset immediately with the point that earns. And this part as well, we're also helping the SME, the merchants, to gain more we so-called consumer to spend at their place. So this is a cycle. That's why I have been saying that we are creating an ecosystem to let this technology is more related to the user. So I believe in very soonest time we are coming in to Jakarta with the local partner here in Jakarta. Maybe I can't mention one for now, but the e-wallet partner of the local part that we can work on together, so let the local Jakarta residents or the users can enjoy the same thing, which has been successfully executed in Malaysia. So I believe it can be done here as well.
Yeah, it is not only presenting solution for the customer, but also it is giving solution for the ecosystem. And the collaboration is there. I mean, this is going to be like everybody will have a what you call it, advantage in terms of using the system or the solutions that been presented by you. So amid the rapid development of artificial intelligence, right? It seems like everybody is talking about that. It seems like everybody is using it. And then we also have machine learning and data analytics. How does actually TOGL Technology integrate these technologies into the company's business model?
So usually AI is meant as what artificial intelligence is just to replace humans to think. So we don't need a big team. We just need a computer to learn the data that we collected. So what's so special about TOGL? We collect the data through, as I mentioned earlier, our products. So users have been using the apps, using the services. So we collect the big data in our data pool. So through the data pool that we collected, the next step is to teach our machines, our computer, through the AI functions, how is the consumer behave? So through the consumer behavior, we're able to provide more service to the merchants. Example, they have the user data and the pictures of how the users spend, what they like, what their interest, and they can also do blast things to certain interest party. For example, if I'm the milk tea lover, so I'm the milk tea operator, I might able to get the data through the data pool that we have gathered. So TOGL have gone through the whole journey. We are more focusing on letting users to spend and to use our services, and this is how we so-called collecting the real data instead of creating data. So we make our machine learn, and through the journey, we're able to provide more and more sophisticated or even more related to users. For example, they say, this is too complicated to use your service. So the AI will suggest us what we need to push to the user. So as I said, there are phases. The first phases is data collecting. The second part is teaching the machines to learn to AI. And now the next one is what we are doing is the consumer infrastructure.
Yeah. It is interesting to have a consumer behavior because we data because we can use it as a what you call it the effective strategy, or we can call it as a weapon to penetrate the exact market that we want to aim. How do you see that as a trend that will be needed by a lot of companies, and you guys providing the service? It means that the future is very promising to you. So how do you see that?
Frankly to say, if I'm the business or if I'm the merchant, if I able to have these services like what we have seen in the big brand name of the social media platform, you do advertisement, but you don't have conversions 100%, right? But ours is users are the one ready for you. You need just to provide the correct posting, correct promotions, and using our service through our ecosystem. The thing is link. So if you say about link work, that's why we name our products Rewards Link. We make the rewards related and link the merchants and the users together. This is our job.
Okay. So talking about in the industry sectors are currently TOGL Technology's main focus in implementing big data solutions. Why are these sectors considered to have a greatest potential, Mr. Roy? Question number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah.
I think we are focused on 5 high growth sector like F&B, hotel, what do you call it? F&B, tourism and hospitality. Okay, retail and consumer brands as well. Okay, I think this is the few sector we need to focus on. Okay, and to implement the big data. And this is very big market in Indonesia and also in Southeast Asia.
How do you see that as a potential sector, Mr. Terry? how do you see that as a potential sector? Because you have a lot of, or you found a lot of challenges in terms of business operation. So that's why you consider that as, potential sectors to be catered to.
Yeah. I think I continue with what I've shared earlier.
Yeah.
The thing that if you are merchants, for example, I'm a hawker owners, you would definitely think that the data analytics is not related to you. The AI is not related to you. But as a local partner or as a localizations developers that we want to provide the services to the market, I think merchants need that to do correct thing. For example, we have reviews. You know what your client like or don't like, right? So this is the thing that we want to link back. I always mention linking. When linking back the correct data in correct informations back. So as a service provider or as a merchant, you will provide better service. You provide correct products to the users. So that's why we take our steps further through the data that we collected. We use the analytics information, giving back to the market.
The users or the client no longer need to assuming thing, just catch or capture the data based on the data.
Right.
That
not just assuming.
Not just assuming.
Fixed and
it's
correct,
there.
sharp and
it's coming from the consumer itself.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It is interesting. We're going to continue another session or another segment right after the break. Dan bersama kami akan segera kembali. Welcome back to Market Review, and we still have Mr. Roy Lim, Chief Executive Officer of TGH, and Mr. Terry Sui, Business Development of TOGL Technology. So we already talked about how huge the potency or the market potential of Asian, and Indonesia is included there. I want to talk specifically about Indonesia as a potential market for TOGL Technology. So how do you see Indonesia as a very interesting market to you?
Of course, is because of the population in Indonesia is big, and also the digital transformation in Indonesia is grow very fast. Okay, and also the ecosystem and the supportive from the government side is very how we say.
More supportive
from the government in Indonesia.
So this is a question I would like to ask to you.
Besides like what Mr. Roy have shared, I think we are from Malaysia, and also we are Asian. So I think the same products and same services, we have the same needs in Jakarta. So as a Southeast Asia parts of countries, I believe that we have successfully make it happen in Malaysia. I think there's a needs here by the Jakarta people here.
Is it related to the same behavior that we have?
Definitely, when you spend, do we want to get discount?
Definitely. It seems like everybody everywhere love discounts. Love the point that they're gathering from every transactions that.
Exactly. That's why we're creating the rewards ecosystem to link up with all different countries, local partners, and Indonesia is our first country that we set up from Malaysia.
Is there any customized solutions that had been being think about and in the pipeline right now? Is there anything that you? Yes. Is it still secret?
I think yes. Right, Terry?
Okay. We're and really interesting to see that in the future. What kind of solutions that will be presented to Indonesia market specifically. So nowadays, talking about data security and privacy protection is really important. Like everybody right now is more aware of it, and right now you are in the sector that gathering data from the consumer. So how do you see that also as the thing that need to be prioritized and in terms of data protection, so people can feeling safely when it comes to giving the data presented by the people that captured by TOGL Technologies?
Actually, encryption and also the secure cloud architecture is very important. That's why we are working with our partner like Huawei Cloud and also other cloud services in Asia. I think everyone know. Okay, and the risk assessment is very important also. Okay, for to us and also to the consumer, to the users. We need to protect it, especially nowadays got a lot of fraud in the internet, right? So I think companies must view this cybersecurity is not just a cost, but as a strategic investment for the platform or also the ecosystem.
Yeah, Mrs. Seri, how do you see that also as one of the most important things, especially when it comes to information and technology industry?
As I said, data leaking is always a big topic, right, in the market, no matter how big is the platform is. And we did a lot of hard work doing a safety net, right, to safeguard our data that we've collected. And we have a very, very strong and loyal team that to help us to safeguard the data that we collected. This is very, very important from the main infrastructures, or we so-called the basic of it. And through the apps or through the services we provided, we always get not the full data, but the accurate data. Example, I don't think
that's different. There's two different things: full data and accurate data.
You are right.
The one that people need is the accurate data, not all of the data.
That's why we're talking about consumer behavior.
Yeah,
for
because
example,
it's very specific.
You are right.
Yeah.
Maybe I have 1,000 of people like to purchase handphones, and the other 500 people they like to purchase a computer. So this is accurate data, and we have the age range. Maybe we have the different income stream, but we didn't get further data until like, who is this person individually? What's your name? What is your passport numbers? What is your phone numbers? That
is not needed.
Another part that is we so-called privacy.
Okay.
So the data should be accurate and only with correct data.
That's the great explanation in terms of the awareness of the people that having right now.
Yes, that's the reason why Mr. Roy have mentioned earlier. The privacy part is the one that we encrypted. So the big data that is about the behavior is everyone did it, especially for the business and merchants.
Okay, so in the midst of increasing global competition between Asian, American, and Chinese technology companies, how does TOGL technology ensure that its developed innovations remains relevant and able to compete internationally?
I think the advantage of us is we are Asian. We know Asians, so that should be the best advantage as we go. And besides that, we already in the market. We are not at the creating part or developing part. We already launched the market in Malaysia successfully back 2 years ago with the products that we mentioned earlier, Rewards Link. Then, it's Asian products that developed by us and also successful product that we want to bring in for the new country, which is Indonesia by the next.
Who understand ASEAN?
You're right.
ASEAN.
You are right.
Yes. People. Okay, so in the near future, what opportunities that you see or you predict in terms of the growth of the sector itself in the ASEAN market or the global market? So how do you see the potency in the future? As the closing statement from you.
Okay, as I mentioned.
Again.
Southeast Asia itself is considered might be the second or third largest spending economy, right? We are not big as what China, the Europe side, but we also a part of ourselves. So that's why I said we are Asians, we know Asians, we create something that is belong to Asians technologies, and we have our own data, which the thing that the other part of countries that they are looking on that as well. That's why we have different governments link up together to help the developments of the Southeast Asia's maybe they have in European country, they have their own organization as well. So we want to be one part of the persons that we able to generate, right, certain hard work back to the Southeast Asian markets. And this is how we start with TOGLs under our products of rewards links. We want to link the rewards of Southeast Asia together.
Sure. Mr. Roy, do you have something to add on?
Yep. Of course, the future economies in Southeast Asia or Asia or globally will be powered by AI, big data, right? So I think in Southeast Asia, especially in Indonesia, will be the one of most important growth engine, okay, for the global digital economies, okay. And we are excited to be a part of that, okay, on that, like what Mr. Terry mentioned just now.
Okay, so yeah, I believe that perfectly summarized by both of you. Thank you very much for your time. And we're going to have another session, dialogue session with Mr. Rick Tan, the Chief Executive Officer of EOS3 on market. We're talking about EOS3 strategy to target Asian and Indonesian market share. Next segment, Mr. Roy, Mr. Terry, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you very soon on another occasion. Thank you very much. Dan pemirsa, tetap bersama kami akan segera kembali saja dari berikut.
Thank you.
Thank you.